camera just turned on. Okay, I guess we're doing the love reading now. I was just shuffling the other cards. So, this is Tiffany from Artemis Oracle. I hope you're having a great day. So this is the love week ahead reading for June 9th through June 15th, which happens to be Father's Day. So if you're a father, happy Father's Day. If you're a paternal figure, you know, like a single mother playing both roles, happy Father's Day. I don't know if I want to say happy Father's Day to pet parents, because I'll just say happy Father's Day to the nurturers, the paternal figures, the pet daddies. Don't want anybody to feel left out. Okay. Let's see. Make sure my cards are upright. Alright, so now we're going into love. Sorry about that. Let's see. Ooh, conflicted. The love. The song, just my imagination, running away from me. It was just my imagination. This is a song that popped up in my mind when I saw possibilities. Let's see. Okay, one more. It was just my imagination. Shallow, hollow, empty boredom. Oh, another song. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live. I can't give anymore. And when that song popped up, it was 222. Okay, so we have conflicted decisions, hot, cold, multiple choices. So it's almost like in this Two of Swords energy, they're not exactly sure about what decision to make. So there's a little bit of conflict. There may be something going on in the background that's kind of like impacting their decision making when it comes to a particular love situation that may be involving you. Or this could be your energy. You're undecided about someone. You're not exactly sure how you feel about them. You know, you may feel one way one moment, then you feel another way another moment, you know, so. But then the possibilities card came out, free-spirited, adventure, risk. So some of you may be considering taking a risk and giving this person a chance. I mean, think about this. All right, if you have a yes or no decision to make, right? If you say no, is it as risky as saying yes? I'm just asking because I influences, attachments, third parties, peers. You know, there may be some influencing factors or some influential. I want to say influential, but there may be some factors that may be influencing your decision about this. You know, maybe there's this you want to look at things, you want this to be something healthy, so you may be seeing some things that may be reminding you of the past that you may be like, I don't know, you know, but it's like you just want to make sure that you're making the right decision, because it says nourish, self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding. So you want to do what you feel is you. I don't want to say you, because it could be the person. So someone is feeling like they want to make a decision that will be beneficial to them, you know, that will help them grow, that will, you know, not lead them down a certain path, a path that possibly may have been experienced in the past. It's like not wanting to repeat patterns. That's a 444. You know, so we have releasing, letting go, moving on, and walking away. So maybe you're like I mentioned, like the patterns. You don't want to revisit. You don't want to repeat history. So maybe you are or they are aware of certain patterns that get in the way of a relationship, and you're both, either one of you respectively, maybe wanting to release those things, you know, because you want to move towards something where there is deep love, where there's unity, there's commitment, there's compassion, there's honesty, there's openness, there's vulnerability. You don't want shallow. In the past, you probably experienced shallow, and the reason why I'm saying shallow because of this card, you know. In the past, you may have experienced relationships where there was a lot of clinginess, there was a codependency, you know, or it was superficial relationships where it was probably like, why I want to say gangbang? Hopefully, well, you know what? That's your business if you have that type of relationship. And we have clinging, right? Holding on, obsessing, spying, and emotional storm. Turmoils, unstable. What? Turmoils? It's turmoil. I don't think you would say turmoils. Unstable and affected. Why am I noticing these typos now? So maybe there's some things that you're noticing. Maybe certain things are being brought to light, and are things that may have been latent that you didn't realize about yourself or the person, and they're now suddenly manifesting, like you're seeing it, you know. Maybe you're saying that this person, you may see something about them that you'd be like, oh, are they spying on me? Are they watching me? Am I watching them? Am I spying on them? Am I obsessively thinking about them? You know, am I only entertaining them because I'm bored? You know, like you want something real. You want something that is deep. You don't want shallow anymore. You don't want unhealthy relationships where you aren't sure where you stand, or relationships where you're kind of like constantly on an emotional roller coaster where you're feeling high and then you're feeling low, and then you're feeling high and you're feeling low. Nobody wants that. That's unstable. Yeah, you want a relationship. I mean, like, who wouldn't want a relationship like this? I mean, this is gold right here, right? Deep love, unity, connection. You know? So maybe you and this person feel deeply connected to each other, but then you're also being I don't want to say hypervigilant, but aware. You're being aware. You like I said, you don't want to repeat patterns. So you're just like being very I would maybe hyper aware, you know, seeing things, you know, like watching things out, but and maybe why you're feeling like that. Maybe you have fear that there may be some sort of external influences that can impact the relationship, and you're wondering, or you may be possibly thinking that how would those influences, external influences, have an impact on your well-being as a person, but also the well-being of your relationship. Like, a part of you wants to take the chance, wants to take the risk, but then did you get the letting go part? Release it, yeah. I think you want to release those fears. You want to put your guard down, but I think you want to take a very safe, calculated risk, you know, just to make sure that you don't end up in a situation where you feel the past emotional anguish you've experienced. Let's see what else. Yeah, you don't want to be in something that will later exhaust you, that will deplete you in some way. Yeah. Exhaustion, abandonment, sorrow, and then we have one day, the day you think, oh, everything's going good, everything's going great, but then this happens, you know, you get exhausted, and eventually you no longer, you're abandoned, the person ghosts you, and then you end up in this heartbreak. You know, that's something that, you know, but the thing is, if you're gonna take a risk, if you, that's something you fear, but at least you can, I mean, you can take a risk where you feel comfortable, where it's calculated, but then it's like, you know what, let's see how things go. Let's not like put all your eggs in one basket in that way. So where you aren't like attached to an outcome, but more so you're being flexible, you're seeing how things go, you go with the flow of things, and then you just don't get so committed, emotionally committed, you know. I guess that's the best way you can really protect yourself. Yeah, I think that's the best way. I mean, because you don't want to be completely let's see, you don't want to be completely on guard that you can't have a good time, but then you also don't want to, you want to be able to protect yourself, you want to be able to protect your heart, you know. But the way, that's the way love is though, you know. Like you can love somebody and they may disappoint you, the relationship may not work out, things change, you know, plans change, but that's just the way life is. So depending on how you feel about this person, base your decision off that. What the present moment, not the future, like the present moment. You know, don't think about what could go wrong, but just, you know, if you're having a good time and you care about this person is, you know, is showing you that they care about you, then just like enjoy the relationship for what it is now, and then if it's supposed to go the distance, then it will. If it's not, then it won't, you know. But you know, I think that's a good way to look at things, you know, like so that you look at these mistakes and then we see lusting in them. Yeah, forbidden non-committal sexual arrangements and still victim also. Yeah, because you may have experienced that in the past and it's left you feeling not the greatest about yourself. But this is if this person is showing you that they're interested in you, that they like you, or they did even express like they feel connected to you, and you can tell that it's honest, it's coming from an honest place, that you and them have been open and honest and vulnerable with each other, and the person does make efforts to spend time with you and do things with you, and you know, then yeah, just enjoy for what it is. And if, like I said, if it's something that's meant to stand the test of time, it will. If it's not, then it won't. But at least you have nice memories with somebody. You create good memories, happy memories, you know. And it'd be a relationship that you look back and be like, wow, that was a nice relationship, even if it didn't work out. But then you have fond memories about the person, and they have the same for you. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope this reading was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I'm your reader, and I'm wishing you a great week ahead. Bye.